Unit! How about them Green Bay Packers, huh? How about the green and yellow? You could say green and gold. It's old school green and yellow, let's be honest. What up, everybody? How about the Packers? NFC Championship game, no? Yeah, boy! One game away from the Super Bowl. So I ask all you guys a favor. If your team is not still in it, go for my pack. We could use the support. Thank you. I want to thank all you guys for an awesome creative week on the channel, man. Even though we were doing a different type of traveling, we had a lot of things we had to do in between. So we had to get uber creative this past week. And I did some different shit on the channel, man. And we got fully amplified and we pissed a lot of people off. It was fun. The videos were shorter, but I hope you guys understand that that I tried to give you the best creativity I could. So it seemed like a lot of you guys enjoyed those videos, man. We got amped on Vince Russo talking shit about Triple H because Triple H wore a leather jacket and a band shirt in his 50s. Okay. Didn't know leather jackets were banned, but okay. And then we got amplified on Charlotte getting pissed off on an article that said, hey, every time you're not in the limelight, you either throw a fit or you take off. But what are you getting pissed off at the guy who wrote the article for? That's what happens. Nobody's pissed off at Ashley Flair. She's a sweetheart. Nobody even argues the fact that Charlotte is not a good wrestler. She is. We complain about the fucking booking. It's mind-numbing. So we got amplified on that one. Then we got amplified on Bubba Ray. Bubba actually went and said, if you don't think Charlotte Flair is not the best wrestler ever for the females, then you're ignorant and foolish. Well, then label us ignorant and foolish because she's far from the best ever. Relax on that. There's areas she does not check off. And then we got amplified on Ryback. Ryback, of course, I call him Cryback for a reason because this fucking dude... listen, guys. The WWE on Fox Twitter account was just trying to have some fun and open up dialogue to its audience, and it just said the best wrestler never to win a WWE championship or something. Cryback is actually trolling this account, and he's like, "Wrestling is fake. Titles are props, and the fact that you're having this discussion speaks a lot about your contract with WWE." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" Relax, dude. It's a fun thing for the wrestling fans. Why are you gonna go to every kid account next and tell everyone Santa Claus is fake? Dude, you're an ex-wrestler that at one time had a fan base and people looked up to you. And now all of a sudden you're turning your back and you're just reminding everybody on the daily that wrestling is fake. What is your problem, bro? Let people have fun and have discussion. Fucking idiot. I can't stand that, man. I really can't. So anyway, we flipped out on him again. Who else we flip out on? I don't know. There was a discussion with the Daniel Bryan thing. There's a chance that Daniel Bryan is going to win the Royal Rumble and take on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. A big portion of the audience is fine with that. Hey, cool. I'm saying this dude's on a fucking little losing streak going to the Rumble. And you shouldn't be on a losing streak when you're about to win some big matches, right? We want to feel like you're worthy to win the Rumble. We want to feel like there's a special feeling at WrestleMania. You're about to take the championship, but you can't go 10 minutes with Shinsuke Nakamura after the dude just had 2 matches. And then the next week, he can't even go 10 minutes with Cesaro. And you saw people who also thought that way in the community on different comment sections of other people in the community. And you had people actually pissed off. He's putting people over. Are you an idiot? He's putting people over, man. It's cool. It's respectful. You don't put people over when you're about to win a fucking WrestleMania match or a Royal Rumble match. You have to be the guy. I don't want to see a dude losing all his matches leading up to a big victory. I want to believe that you're the fucking dude in that headspace. I don't know, man. It's just so you could tell they're like fucking 13-year-olds or something, Daniel Bryan did a cool thing. He put over Cesaro. He's got some creative control backstage now. That's fine. As long as this dude isn't winning the Rumble, then he can lose to everybody on the roster. Bring back the Brooklyn Brawler. Bring back Sammy Horowitz. Barry Horowitz. You can bring over Sammy Guevara, too. Have him lose against everybody. But if this dude's about to win the Rumble and he's who we're going to have take on Roman and even take the belt possibly, I don't want to remember back to when he couldn't even go 10 minutes with Shinsuke after Shinsuke had 2 matches. But I'm not supposed to remember this stuff. I'm supposed to just let it go. He's putting people over. So in all of 2020, Daniel Bryan is irrelevant. He's in the mid-card. Now that he's about to get a big bump, now he's putting everybody over consistently? Oh, fuck, man. These are the things that piss me off. Anyway, we had some fun with that. Pissed some more people off. So anyway, it was a whole week of pissing people off and having a lot of fun, and it looked like you guys had a lot of fun too. So that was the content last week, and maybe I'll do a lot more like that going forward. Kana, before I go over the main event, which will be in the 3rd hour, there's not much to talk about, so I won't keep you guys here long. But when we get to the 3rd hour is when I'll discuss Asuka and Alexa a little more. But what I saw last night, I don't know if a lot of you guys might not even know who Kana was. This was Asuka's character before in Japan. Kana was a lot more darker. Kana was a lot more, it was Asuka who would just come to the ring. Sometimes she was chewing gum, sometimes straight-faced, hair in her eyes, straight-faced. Like it was business. It wasn't all of this fucking dancing and hoorahing. There was no parade floats going by when Asuka was coming down and her music is blasting. No, it wasn't Vince McMahon's circus sideshow. Asuka was a woman named Kana, and she was badass. It was the darker side, I call it, of Asuka now. And if anybody remembers Kana, let me know, but a lot of you guys probably not. But take my word for it. This could lead what you saw last night, because I hate when champions lose. Flat on their back with the championship. I just can't stand that, especially somebody so talented like Asuka. But I love Alexa Bliss right now, so it was a double-edged sword. But if this leads to a possible Kana coming back, man, in like that type of character, even if Vince doesn't go full throttle and give her that name, but if she can tap into the darker side of Asuka, this could be a fun little rivalry for a few months. Now, whether she takes the title or not, hey, who knows, man. That's not my call. I wish it was, because the product would be better. But if we can get this darker Alexa, which I loved last night, with a darker Asuka, who was, by the way, a woman named Kana back in Japan, if that what we saw last night, because it looked like Asuka was kind of scared of Alexa, if we can get that, this could be fun. That's all I'm saying. I'll speak a little bit more about it at the end of the show. Before I get to the 1st hour, I didn't even get a chance to make sure you guys are fucking hearing me and shit, man. What's up, everybody? I already saw some supers too, man. Hold on. I saw some VIPs up in here. Danny Green with a 5. How you doing, Danny Green? We got the Dunkin' today, guys. A piping hot Dunkin' donut. Medium, light and sweet. I put some cream and sugar. I needed the extra sugar. Danny Green, thanks, brother. He says, my 49ers aren't in the playoffs. So for UBC, green team go. There you go, Danny. We appreciate it, man. Everybody who doesn't have their team in it anymore, root for my Packers, please. Oh, shit. Man, the comments already came up deep. I was too busy fucking yapping about last week, man. Ashley Staggles with a $4.99. What up, Ashley? Call me a stupid idiot if I'm wrong about it. But The Fiend is returning at the Rumble and eliminating Orton. It's possible, man. I don't know when The Fiend's coming. I thought it would be beforehand. Now it's looking more like the Rumble. It doesn't look like they're going to have him win it. It does look like Daniel Bryan, which, again, is not... that's why I'm not happy with him losing. I don't care who it's against. Cesaro, Shinsuke. I don't care who it is, man. They could bring in The Undertaker. I wouldn't like Daniel Bryan losing this many matches. But... it looks like The Fiend is coming back. And if that's the case, Orton too looks like he's going to be out for a few weeks. Because you saw Orton's face. We'll get to that in the first segment. But yeah, Ashley Steggles, you could be correct, man. You're definitely not stupid in that call. Thank you, Ashley. JR9 Gaming, 5 spot. Good to see you up in here, JR9 Gaming. Amp Unit, you know what time it is. It's time to get amplified with the dominant alpha of the YWC and review Raw. Red Team, go! JR9 Gaming, man. I need you for my publicity. Thank you, brother. Means a lot. Good to see you up in here. Blueprint Nation, I see up in here. War Dogs up in here. NJPW Girl. Chelsea Elaine. Carlos. Pete the Poet. I see a lot of my Laura. Santivia Major. I see a lot of my tried and trues up in here. It's going fast. I can't see everybody, but... Oh, JR9 Gaming with another 5-2. God damn. Alexa is absolutely incredible. I have her and Bray winning the Rumble now. Kana versus Alexa at WrestleMania. Just take my money now. JR9 Gaming's already got Kana versus Alexa. See what I mean? So JR9 knows who Kana is. Yeah, man. Kana versus Alexa. I'm down, dude. And whatever you want to do with The Fiend, I'm always down with that. Thank you, JR9, for the other 5. Yeah, Kana versus Alexa, man, opens up, this type of Alexa anyway, opens up the door for so many possibilities, man. Batty Banks, what's going on? Lucas Allen, green team, brother. JR9 Gaming with another 5 up in this bitch. BC, I've been doing research recently. This year, 8 of 38 matches have ended in a roll-up, 22%. And in matches involving champions, 7 out of 14 have been pinned, 50%. Good call, JR9. And that's only this year, JR9 Gaming. Just wait. Give it a few more months. Watch those numbers skyrocket, because my research from 2019 and 2018, it wasn't fucking pretty. Good research, JR9. Carlos, there he is, man, with that 5. Good to see you up in the chat, Carlos. Those were some great shows, BC. We loved it. Thank you, man. I put a lot of energy into that, even though I didn't necessarily have the time. I tried to make it as creative as possible. I'm glad you liked it, Carlos, and a lot of you guys seem to have liked it. So, thank you, brother. Enraged 5 spot. The Fiend, Alexa Bliss, and Dark K Kana, the Empress of Evil, would be great dynamic. No doubt, dude. Anybody that does some research on Kana, you're going to see Dark Side Alexa, Dark Side Kana. Let's rock. Enraged. Thanks, man. Chelsea Elaine up in here. With $3.99, could you imagine the storylines with Kana? Dude, I got excited just thinking about it last night when I saw Dark Side Alexa. That's when it started hitting me. Like, we could do this if they allowed Asuka to tap into that. Stop being the clown side of Asuka and start getting a lot more serious. Chelsea Elaine, man, I hope they do something like that. Murder Hornet 5 spot. Good to see you up in the chat, dude. Haven't been a Packer since Reggie died, man, but here's to them. Thank you, dude. And I'm guessing you're meaning Reggie White, who was part of our Super Bowl 96-97 team, part of 31 against the New England Patriots. Reggie White was a special talent, actually played for Philadelphia Eagles for most of his career, and then he went over to the Packers, and him mixed with Brett Favre, we got ourselves a championship, man. And Reggie White was the king of his domain, the king of that position. He is always missed. Good call, Murder Hornet. I miss that guy all the time, man. Always thought about... PB Silipride, $4.99 up in here. Good to see you up in the chat. PB, a Sister Alexa versus a Dark Asuka is a take my money match. You and me both. I'll even pay double the price, man, and I never say that about WW. But PB Silipride, you ain't kidding, dude. There's certain matches that really pique my interest. War Dogs up in here with a 5. It would make so much sense. Dark Asuka Kana versus the current Alexa. Talk about beautiful booking. Take my cash with that idea. That's why you the GOAT. Now, man, hey, I just thought about it on the fly like a lot of you guys probably did. But thank you, War Dog, man. But I can't take the credit for it. I just, you know, if you remember Kana's character and you saw her scared last night with Alexa, you just think, oh, this flows beautifully. Kana and Dark Side Alexa, rocket. You could do this for a few months. So thank you, War Dog. Jody Gilly, $4.99. Good to see Jody up in here. He will return at the Rumble. I put my money on it, and he will be way more twisted and sinister. P.S. You're awesome. Back to you, Jody. Thank you. And yeah, man, whenever he returns, I'm down. You guys know how I feel about the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt in general is just, he's a creative mastermind. So I can't wait till he comes back. And yeah, now it's going to be even more diabolical. Vince will probably try to ruin him 100 different ways till Tuesday, but Bray Wyatt is so awesome that he'll get through all the BS booking. Trust me. Carlos, another 5, one step closer. Go, Pack, go. You know it, Carlos. The nerves are kicking in, man. The nerves were there Saturday when it was the 3rd or 4th quarter, and it looked like they were starting to come back. the Rams, and I'm like, oh no, man, we were only ahead by like a touchdown because we missed an extra point, and then we missed two failed 2-point conversions to try to get that point back. And before you knew it, it was like the bottom of the third, like this is baseball, end of the third, and we were down by like maybe a touchdown. I was like, oh shit, now the nerves are really kicking in. But Green Bay Packers have a damn good chance. It's Brady versus Rodgers, two of the GOATs. Thank you, Carlos. Chelsea Elaine, 279. Kana versus Dark Alexa, badassery equals badassery. Sup, BC, much love. Much love back to you, Chelsea. You know it. I can't wait for that if they do it. William F. with a 499. Yes, good to see William F. back in the chat. Love watching Kana matches. Me too. Me too, man. Some of the best Asuka / Kana work ever, man. So I urge anybody to go back and check them out too if you don't know much about Kana. Jar9 Gaming with another 5. I would like to say that my mom has overcome the Wabaka. So thank you, BC and the AMP unit, for the love you showed me and my mom last week. Good, man. I'm glad your mom, Jar9 Gaming, his mother had this cove that's going around the world, and it's good to hear that she has overcome it, man. That is awesome, Jar9. Much love to you and your family, dude. Awesome. Glad we can bring a little bit of glimmer of hope to your fam. Kim T, 5 spot. Kim T's up in here. I found you years ago when you did the Give Naomi a Chance vid and stayed since you're a fan. Finally able to see you live, so have a coffee on me. Kim T, that's awesome. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Yeah, that Naomi, man. We made mountains move with that Naomi video. I don't care what anyone says. We did something special in that Naomi movement because she wasn't given the time of day. And we helped catapult her to where she should be. Thank you, Kim T. Glad you're still on board. Christopher Blackshear with a 999. Christopher, what's up, man? Missed Raw last night. Watched the clip of Asuka versus Alexa, and that was the only great thing I can see that came from it. If they let Asuka become Kana, they brought back... Oh, if they let Asuka become Kana. Yeah, I totally agree. They brought back Gilbert for what? Oh, we're going to go over that, Christopher. Trust me. Thank you, dude, for the 999. I'm just glad you're up in the chat and able to catch the stream. I think I got everybody. Guys, as always, if I miss any supers, I'll get you in the next video for sure. You'll have your own separate shout-out. Oh, Mark Spira, 5 spot. What up, Mark? CM Punk stole Hideo Itami's GTS finisher. Yes, Stone Cold's anti-hero personality, yet claims he's the best in the world. He's so bitter and delusional, BC. Yeah, he had a... you guys know how I feel about Punk. I mean, he has glimmers where he's just... You know, it's obvious he's knowledgeable to the business and he's smart. But yeah, he let what happened between him and the business really make him bitter. But over the last year and a half, he started to integrate back into the business, and he kind of stopped for the most part talking a lot of shit on the business. So that's good to see. So yeah, I totally hear you. I mean, there's a lot of times where CM Punk will contradict himself, but the guy is knowledgeable, and he still would absolutely hold value if he was to come back. So you know what I mean? It's whatever. You never know what CM Punk is going to wake up on which side of the bed. If he wakes up on the wrong side, he's going to talk a lot of shit about the business. If he wakes up on the good side, he might be teasing a comeback. You know, you never know with this guy. But yeah, CM Punk, a lot of people got a lot of influences from Japan and from people that they just looked up to. So I won't hold him too much accountable, but yeah, there's a lot of people in the at least he's nowhere near Cryback. Cryback is a whole different level of bitterness, man. But thank you, Mark Spear. That means a lot, man. Reese is up in here with a 5 spot. Good to see Reese. I think the Fiend and Dark Alexa versus Orton and Kana would be awesome. Go, Pack, go. Thank you for the support on the Packers. And I'm totally in with this Kana Alexa deal, man. I am literally fully in, Reese. 100%, man. 110. Oh, man. Carlos, 5 spot. Carlos, man, rock star status as always. BC, I couldn't stay in my seat toward the end. Yeah, man, I kept expecting even more to happen. I wish more happened last night at the end, but it's still great to see Alexa do that and think about Kana. But yeah, I thought more was going to happen, Carlos, for sure. But yeah, man, I just love everything that they're doing with Alexa. Carlos, you rock, man. Glad you caught the stream. Jesse Borsler, 5 spot. Wonder if the Fiend will come back with a new mask. Not a big football fan, but go Packers. Thank you. We need all the support we can get, these Packers, man. Yeah, he's most likely coming back with a new mask. And the person who makes his masks, he actually teased a new mask as well. So a little spoiler there. But yeah, especially with what Orton had last night, it looks to be the case. I have to get to the first hour, guys. It sucks if I missed anybody. I'll get you guys on the next one. Chelsea, 699 up in here. VKM, if he ruins that we boycott. If he ruins it, that we boycott. It's Alexa's last words give me indication of Bray coming back. Yeah, the whole let me in. It's clear that he's kind of living within Alexa right now and inside of her. So I love that whole storyline. But yeah, he's coming back in with the new mask. Chelsea, thank you. Nazmul Hussein with a 99 spot. Thank you, Nazmul. Appreciate the support. I have to get to the first hour, though, guys, so we're not here all fucking day because this show, there wasn't that much to go over, to be honest. Randy Orton starts the show with a solid 5-minute backstage promo. It's dark. He's got a mask on. It's almost like he's too hideous to be shown right now. So I like that. And he cuts a good promo, like I said. It's not a pandem mask. It's a legit, I just got a fireball to the face mask. That's what he's sporting. You could see like his eyes are all red underneath the mask. Really good with the makeup, the mask, the work that Orton did in the promo. Really good. It was not opening segment worthy. I always want a spark in the opening segment. This was good. It was solid. But it doesn't set up anything for later on because Orton, it's clear, is not going to be there. Bray Wyatt is not going to be there. Alexa is, but you got a feeling right from what Orton said that he wasn't going to show up. So it doesn't really do anything for the rest of the 3 hours. You need to save that first spot, that first segment for the spark to captivate us for the rest of the show. That segment didn't do that. You could have done that any time within the 3 hours. But I do like it. Still good, man. Randy Orton killed it, and it was engaging for sure. If not captivating, it was engaging. So really good by Randy Orton. I just wish we had more of a spark for the first segment. The first match of the night, this was the Golden Child versus Peyton Royce. The Golden Child, Charlotte Flair is what I call her. This was a 12-minute match, and that is just unnecessary. Because obviously Peyton Royce cannot hang with Charlotte Flair for 12 minutes. And I like Peyton Royce. I take a lot of flack for liking Royce and Billie Kay. I didn't mind the Iconics. Not saying they needed to be in 10-minute matches and grabbing championships, but they had their place in WWE. I like them. But Peyton Royce had no business being in there with Charlotte for 12 fucking minutes. I like Peyton. She gave it her all in this match. But Charlotte is on another level talent-wise. That's never been my problem with Charlotte. You guys know that. It's her booking that boggles my dome piece. Charlotte has talent, of course. I wish she would sell a little bit more, no doubt. I wish she would make other people look a little better, no doubt. But it's the booking of Charlotte that pisses me off. But putting Peyton Royce in there for 12 minutes, what happened, guys, is there was a lot of botching. A lot of botching. And a lot of it did come from Peyton because Peyton was anticipating what's next. You could tell this was a big moment, a big match for her. And I'm proud of her, by the way. I'm proud of Peyton. She did hold her own, but there was a lot of muffs, and it really offset the flow of the pace, not just for the wrestlers, for Charlotte, but for the fans watching. I know the majority of us. It was kind of hard to watch. So lots of botching in this match. It was way too long, and in the end, Charlotte taps out Royce. Okay, that's done. Let's move on, right? But knowing Vince, what he's going to do is he's going to have Peyton Royce versus Charlotte for the next 2 weeks. We're going to get the same match because it's the only way that Vince can have any correlation with Lacey Evans and Charlotte. I bet you. I don't want to be right, but I wouldn't doubt it. So, moving on. Mace. This is Mace. Oh, hold on. Before we... Chelsea Elaine with another 279 up in here. What in the hell is with Retribution? Disband them. Chelsea, I'm going to get to that. Isn't that... Oh, that's next, actually, Chelsea. So I got you right now. Hold on. We're going to get to them right now. Mace defeats Xavier Woods in just under 10 minutes. So Xavier loses to T-Bar last week. Mace this week. Probably Slap Attack next week, or whatever the fuck this dude's name is. What is it? Slapjack. That's what it's, Slap Attack. What the fuck am I talking about? Slap Attack, Slap Nuts, Slapjack. Anyway, I wouldn't doubt if Slapjack is next. And we're going to play this game until Kofi comes back from the jaw injury. This is what I mean about zero creativity in this company. Somebody is just like, hey, let's just have Xavier go against everybody in Retribution. Everybody in Retribution for the next 4 weeks. And they're like, okay, that's it. Good, we got 15 minutes settled for every week. Yeah, NJPW girl, slap ass. Might as well at this point. So we're going to play this game. It looks like he loses the T-bar last week. Mace defeats him this week. What was Mace's move last night? Can I go to the chat? Does anybody know? I caught it really. I was looking at something. I was doing a business text, and I looked up, and he did some weird flatliner. He botched it, right, Eddie? Yeah, was it a botch? What up, Reggie? Christian? He botched it. Yeah, Chelsea even said it. What was it? What did he botch? What was he going for? F5 into a slam. A trash F5. Okay, so it was an F5 type maneuver. Okay, yeah, because I looked up and it looked like a horrible botch. Or that was just his move and it didn't look good at all, man. Well, somebody's got to retrain Mace, man. If they're going to allow you to do your finisher, because that's a rarity. That's once in a blue moon. Because in this company, they tell you to do a fruit roll-up every fucking ending. So they actually let this guy do his finisher. He probably got so excited, he fucked it up. Yeah, an AAF5 type thing. Yeah, man, I looked up and I was like, what the fuck just happened to Xavier? He botched the shit out of it, says Brandon. Yeah, man. I looked up and Xavier was getting chucked 2 feet away from Mace. I'm like, what is this dude doing? That was funny, man. Well, not funny if you're Xavier. Xavier's like, he's on a fucking roller coaster ride. He's like, what the fuck? So Mace fucked that up. And I just, what does this do, man? In all honesty, guys, we are already finished with the entire first hour of this show. And if not for Alexa versus Asuka later in the night, nothing in this first hour was fun. Am I right? Nothing was fun. Nothing was thought-provoking, intriguing, exciting. Nothing got you thinking, oh man, I have to put the remote down. Nothing. We saw a match with Charlotte and Peyton Royce, and then we saw a match with Mace versus Xavier. We got a little backstage segment with Randy Orton. That's the first hour. And then they wonder why the ratings absolutely suck. They're not giving anybody a reason to watch. That's why I love the live streams, because I can like break it down a little bit better with you guys. It's not just like, oh, he's a mean guy on YouTube. He's a mean YouTuber. That podcaster, he's mean. No, I'm not. I'm just calling it like it. Well, sometimes I may be, but for justified reasons. I'm just calling it. You look at that first hour and you ask anybody with common sense and logic, why would they stick around for the next 2 hours? BC does for you guys, and out of habit and hope. I tell you, man. Yeah, he did botch it, man. Everybody's saying he botched it. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Mr. Black Ice 22, what's up, dude, with that 5 spot? I see you. Damn it, Browns. The Browns. I know, hey, man. What a season, Mr. Black Ice. The Browns had a season, dude, but it was a good game. Get back to building stars organically. They need to get Asuka going. I want all of these talents to make it. Me too, dude. And I think if they switch Asuka's character a bit, it could be the best Asuka we've seen on the main roster. Thank you, Mr. Black Ice. Now the second hour, hold on, let me get to the second hour because before Alexa and Asuka actually faced each other, they started the second hour in Alexa's playground. Finally, it took 60 minutes, but finally, I personally, some people may not like this, I personally got something that I like. And that's Alexa Bliss. If this was a year ago and I would be speaking this highly of Alexa, I would have said you done falling on your dome piece a couple too many times as a kid. But Alexa is straight fire right now, man. And so she is having this playground segment. Her guest is Asuka. And Asuka is on some meds or some shit because she starts tweaking out. Like, legit starts tweaking out. Half of the time you think like she's just trying to fuck with Alexa, and the other half you think she's actually scared of Alexa. Like, she thinks she's out of her dome piece. So you can look at it as Asuka was playing the character beautifully, and then you can look at it like Asuka was overplaying it. I don't know, man, but it was just a little. I could have done it without some of that. And then you have Alexa on the other hand. Alexa is more occupied with the invisible friend in the playground, which is either he or somebody else from his, entourage. Whoever, maybe there's more than one invisible friend, but somebody is riding the pony. Somebody is on the swing set with her. Maybe it's the same person. So she's more occupied with that. And, the entire segment was off the rails. But Alexa Bliss is so fucking awesome with this character that I didn't give a shit. Give me Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss for the entire 3 hours, and I'm good. I'm good. The entire Raw is usually trash anyway. At least give me characters I like. So I could have done without this segment, but Alexa is nailing her character. I just didn't like how they portrayed Asuka. And this is another reason why I would love Asuka to turn into Kana once more. A lot of you guys say the invisible friend is the Fiend. Yeah. I don't want to think about the Fiend riding a little pony, but it could be the Fiend, yeah. Yeah, man. I could have done without that segment, though. But Alexa still, we'll get to the ending, though, and that made up for it. Shayna Baszler then taps out Mandy Rose. This does nothing. This sets up nothing. Literally. Now, it's good that at least Shayna won, because in this company, easily, they could have had Mandy Rose. This company could have Mandy Rose tapping out Shayna Baszler. I wouldn't put it past McMahon. So at least Shayna won the match, but it's another one of those matches, just like Charlotte Flair and Peyton Royce earlier, just like Mace versus Xavier. Who the fuck is wanting to see Shayna versus Mandy? And what does this do for the future? Nothing. The future of that very show, nothing. The future for next week, the future for the Rumble, WrestleMania, nothing. Your future wedding, your niece's birthday, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, nothing. This match does nothing. And that's what has to stop on these shows. Things need to matter. Every segment should mean something. Most of the show, if not all, is usually filler. It's like they're just trying to get it over with. AJ Styles then defeats Ricochet with a crazy Styles clash, mind you. AJ literally, no pun intended, ricocheted Ricochet off the top rope and right into a clash. One of the best Styles clashes I've ever seen. This is just two really good wrestlers doing what really good wrestlers do. But Ricochet, man, wow. Fuck, dude. You guys see that Ricochet Styles clash? Carlos, I see that 5-spot, man. Asuka was portrayed poorly in that segment. That's fed up. Yeah, I could have done with that, Carlos, 100%, man. Thank you for that 5. But absolutely. Chelsea with that $3.99. Most of Raw puts me to sleep until the end. Yeah, and you got to hope that the end is even good, Chelsea, at times. Most of the time. Thank you, Chelsea. Yeah, but did you guys see that Styles clash, man? They should revisit that Ricochet and AJ feud from 2019. Yeah, it could have been more epic if they had actually invested time in that, Notorious, no doubt. That Styles clash was fucking beautiful. You ain't kidding, man. Who was that, Brandon? Carlos, yeah, man. That Styles clash was fucking... That was beautiful. That's Ricochet. He's good, man. I wish he was better on the mic. But Ricochet can go. You wouldn't know that if you just watch WWE and you watch his booking. You would think the guy is a clown, no better than Barry Horowitz or fucking... no better than D'Lo Brown. And that's respect to D'Lo. But athletic ability, I think Ricochet takes the cake over D'Lo. Unique Butterfly. What's up, man? Good to see Unique up in the chat 5-spot. Even though I love Alexa in her character, in her chemistry with the Fiend, I always felt that Liv Morgan would have been a better match. What do you think? Yeah, I always said that. I never would have given Alexa this much credit for playing that as good as she is. She surprised me. Liv Morgan is the one I originally thought would be in the role of Alexa. But they decided to bring Liv Morgan back in some weird Lesbos story angle with Lana. I mean, that's, I mean, it's 2020 at that 2019, 2020. So, you can do things like that. That's cool, man. Whatever is your prerogative, but it didn't make sense. It didn't fit. So I don't know, man. It was weird. It was weird. And then Liv Morgan now is floating back with 2/3 of the Riot Squad. Now she has a manager, Billy Kay. She's still in flux. Liv Morgan is no better off than when she was, or when we thought she was going to be with Bray. Instead, they inserted Alexa, and Alexa is killing it right now. But yeah, I agree, Unique. I always thought Liv Morgan first. For sure. So yeah, a lot of you guys thought that Styles Clash just like me, man. I had to like double take. I was like screaming at the replay. Give me the fucking replay on that. Oh man, what a Styles Clash, man. Showing you that AJ Styles is still one of the best in the world, no question. I don't think anybody ever doubted that. Now, hour number 2 ended, and hour number 3 actually began off of this segment with the dirt sheet. This was Miz and Morrison. They claim that their guest is Goldberg, but we knew, who had inside information, that Goldberg was not showing up. He was not even in Tampa Bay. But so they claim that Goldberg was showing up, but it was actually Gilberg. No joke. This actually happened for anybody that didn't tune in last night. Gilberg came to the ring, sparklers and all, if anybody remembers Gilberg from back in the day. So Gilberg comes down. I've joked for years about what's next. How can this company go any lower? Are they going to bring back Gilberg next? Can they go that low? Well, there's no more joking, guys. Things got so bad in this company, they actually brought back Gilberg. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's even worse that I didn't mind seeing Gilberg. I enjoyed seeing Gilberg more than Goldberg. I can't even joke. That tells you, man. And that's not shade to Goldberg, by the way. Anytime you want to smash Goldberg's music and have Goldberg come out for a spear and a jackhammer, I'm down with it. My problem with Goldberg is the fact that every time he comes back, he always has to be in a title picture. Come on, bro. Every time Undertaker comes back, he's not in a title picture. Or Triple H. You can go down the line, man. John Cena the past couple of times. You don't always need... Why is Goldberg so fucking special when he can literally only do a couple of moves that he's got to get a fucking title match? Drew McIntyre doesn't benefit from this. Kevin Owens, who got beaten a few minutes by Goldberg for the title, Owens surely didn't benefit from that. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, surely didn't benefit from Goldberg going in there in 2 minutes, taking the title off of him. That's what pisses me off about Goldberg. Why does it always have to be with a fucking title on the line? Anyway, they also brought back a miniature Drew McIntyre, a mini Drew. And they started having words. I didn't know. Half the time I thought it was hilarious. The other half of the time I'm thinking, what is this company doing? I was like, it was a battle within myself. I couldn't help myself but laugh for a couple of times. And then I was brought back to reality that this is actually what we're watching. Does anybody remember back in the day, mini Shawn Michaels and mini Bret Hart? Or is it just mini Bret Hart? I think DX was out there and they had a mini Bret Hart come to the ring, man. I cracked up for like 17 minutes straight when that happened live. This was in the Attitude Era. Anybody remember mini Bret Hart? No? All right, maybe that's too far back. Mini Bret, and that was after the MSG. Yeah, the Montreal Screwjob. Yes, yep. Oh yeah, Mr. Black. Yeah, that was right after the Montreal Screwjob. Good job, Mr. Black Guys. Yep. And they said Bret Hart was their guest, and he's still with the company, and we already knew that he punched out Vince. He was no longer with the company. So they brought out Bret Hart. His music started playing. Here comes Mini Bret, and man, did I laugh for 17. I have no idea. I don't know why I brought that up. Oh yeah, we had a miniature Drew, and we had a Gilberg out there, who I think of a miniature Goldberg. Anyway. Moving on. That shows you where this show was going at the end of 2 hours, man. The minis were out there. And it was all just for Miz to showcase his briefcase and say, one day by the year 2030, I will cash this in. Now, what's the stipulation, guy? He only has a couple more months, right? When the fuck is Money in the Bank? Chat, help me out. When's Money in the Bank? Is this May, June? When is that? I refuse to move on until somebody tells me. Chelsea Elaine, 279. Goldberg is winded after 2 moves. Why a title? Chelsea, your guess is as good as mine. Thank you. But good call on that question. Jesse Borsler, 2 spot. That Styles Clash was pretty awesome. That Styles Clash was fucking phenomenal, Jesse. Thank you, dude. Unreal, man. One of the best ones I've ever fucking seen. Chelsea with a 699. That clash was lit. Sad Ricochet is so far in obscurity. What is the end result? What's the payoff? And same with Liv. Absolutely, Chelsea. Ricochet can be saved, though, man. You got to start now, though. You got to start a month ago. Carlos, 5 spot. BC Oberg has got to go. He's killed the business. Yeah, Carlos. Well, if he keeps fucking taking... Carlos, if he takes the title from McIntyre, I already told you, that's going to be bigger than the rant when Goldberg defeated The Fiend. And you guys know how I flipped about that. If he takes Drew's title, forget about it. You may not want to tune in to the review at that point, Carlos. Wait. I asked you guys a question, though. Hold on. Oh, May. A lot of you guys are saying May. May for Money in the Bank. Because it's 1 calendar year, right, for the Money in the Bank briefcase. So hopefully within the next couple of months, this will be it with that fucking briefcase. And I hope next time they have a better plan. They didn't have a plan. They gave it to fucking Otis with no plan. And then Vince changed his fucking mind. They took it off of Otis. Otis didn't even get a chance at it. Then Miz fails at a cash-in, but then they come up with some weird bullshit that John Morrison cashed it in. So now it goes back to Miz. I don't even fucking know anymore, guys, with this company. They make rules as they go along. Oh, somebody's actually giving me, is it May 9th, May 16th? Some of you guys are mixed up on it. I got May 9th and May 16th. All right. Well, it's in fucking May. That's all that matters. Thank you, guys. Chelsea 399, a boycott. A boycott would hit Carlos, and it's in May. A boycott. Yeah. Oh, calling for the boycott. Yeah, Chelsea. And May. Thank you for that confirmation, Chelsea. Carlos, if Oberg wins title, we riot, man. There'll be an uproar like the wrestling community has never seen, Carlos. That'll be... All of that McIntyre title reign would be to give it back to Bill Goldberg? Oh, Carlos, no, bro. You can't do that. I don't care if you own that company, if your name is Vince or not. You cannot do that. That is not fair to anybody on the roster, much less McIntyre. Thank you guys for letting me know on that Money in the Bank. That was going to bother the shit out of me if we didn't find that out. Ashley Steggles, $4.99. Thank you, Ashley. If Oberg wins, the good, the bad, and the ugly would be changed to the bad, the ugly, and the absolute tragic. Calling it right now, we would have to call it something else, Ashley. There's no question we would have to call that review something different. Thank you, dude. Our number 3 is what we're going to go into, guys. The over 350 of you guys on a early afternoon on a Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in. Over 350. I haven't even had a chance to look at the meter. And thank you guys. We're headed toward 175 on the likes. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you. That helps out the video afterwards. So thank you for showing support back to the Ant-Man. Our number 3 starts off no better than the previous 2. We get a 6-man schmaz fest. Hurt Business, Cedric Shelton, and Bobby Lashley versus Matt Riddle. That's right. I said Matt Riddle. None of this Riddle shit. He's not in the Batman movie franchise. Riddle in the house party. This match had a lot of infighting between Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. So I actually like the ending where Bobby Lashley had enough of the fighting, gets in the ring, spears the shit out of Metalik, and then locks the Hurt Lock in for the W. It's a simple task. Book Bobby like a beast, not as a joke. If you do that, Bobby Lashley could be something. Don't put him in weird, nonsensical stories with Rusev and Liv Morgan and Lana in some love force song or whatever they had. I don't even know what that storyline was about, but it was like 5 months. It had potential, and it quickly went to shit. And then you start the Hurt Business. And for the first few weeks, it looks like the Hurt Business could be something cool. And then before you know it, Bobby Lashley is being booked just like they always book Bobby Lashley. So this is the Bobby. This is what you got to do. And he's got a mouthpiece with MVP. So just book the dude like a champion. Is it so hard to ask this company to book champions like champions? Asking for a friend. Maybe it is asking too much. Jeff Hardy versus Jackson Riker with Elias in Jackson's corner. Now, this Hardy-Elias thing is not only never ending, but we saw this same match last week. Riker defeated Hardy last week, and then right after the match, Hardy beat Elias. Only in this company can something like that happen. So this week, we see this again. Elias interferes, Hardy beats Riker via DQ. Well, alrighty then. I'm glad they wasted all of our time for this shit. Again. And don't worry, guys. Don't worry if you missed this matchup or you missed it last week or you want to see it for a third time, a fourth, a fifth time. You're going to probably see it next week too. And the next week. And maybe in the pre-show of the Royal Rumble. It's coming. It's coming. Jeff Hardy and Elias. They don't know where else to go with it. And somebody will go, Beasley, it's long-term storytelling. No, it's not. It's bullshit storytelling. There's a difference. I've been watching wrestling since the fucking 80s. I know what long-term storytelling is. Shit, back in the day, champions were champions for years, not months. I know long-term storytelling. This is bullshit storytelling. Please learn the difference, and then we can discuss. Hey, almost 200 on the line, man. I blink. What are we were at 150, weren't we? Or 175? I fucking win over one or two matches. We're almost at 200. Thank you guys, man. Thanks for showing the love. Now we go into the main. Hold on, let me get a sip of coffee if you don't mind. Oh, man. Coffee break. Let me get a few sips. Sorry, guys. This is not entertaining interweb television, but this is so good, and I gotta get a few sips for the main event. Hey, 200, man. Thank you. Honestly. Means a lot, guys. Thank you. Before I get to the main event, let me just make sure I got all my supers. And if I miss any supers, guys, I'll get you in the next video. You'll have your own little beginning of the vid, I promise. Sometimes I miss it because it goes fast and my big screen isn't always giving me all the chat. So all apologies. Strict Tango, a 2-spot. Strict Tango. Thank you, dude. BC, your review is more entertaining than WWE shows. So I've been told, man, and I'm glad you think so, Strick. And I appreciate the words. But that's also sad. It's sad that I have to be more entertaining than the show. But so be it, such is life. And if that's what I got to do, man, that's what I'll do. But we all hope that these shows will get better. Thank you, Strict Tango. Means a lot. Enraged, another 5-spot. Thank you, dude. Goldberg hasn't been interesting since his WCW days. The nail in his coffin was the Taker match and him knocking himself into oblivion. Yeah, Enraged, double-edged sword, because I love that type of passion, but you literally cannot knock yourself out before the match because now you're just going to hurt your opponent, not just yourself. And that was... He could have really injured Undertaker in that match, man. I don't want to get into that because it's cringeworthy to even think about. But yeah, that was over in Saudi Arabia, correct? Man, let's all try to forget that, man. Or actually, no, we shouldn't forget it. People should learn from that. Pro wrestlers need to learn from that, you know? Because you could seriously hurt your opponent in there. Yeah, I agree, Enraged. That was cringeworthy. JR9 Gaming, 2-spot. Thank you, dude. Monday night rematches. It's pathetically bad. Be prepared, JR9 Gaming. Jeff Hardy versus Jackson Riker again next week. Or maybe we do Elias versus Jeff Hardy again next week. Lacey Evans versus Charlotte Flair next week. You're going to get Slap Attack or Slapjack, Slap Tits, whatever the fuck his name is. You're going to get him versus Xavier next week. It's easy booking, man. Nobody has to use time or spend time, use up energy. Nobody has to think because thinking hurts this company. Thank you, JR9. Chelsea Elaine, another $6.99. Chelsea, you rock. Whatever happened to failed cash-ins, briefcases didn't return, a cryback hitting, dislike, smash the likes. I hate being fed repetitive matches. Yes, thank you. As Chelsea said, smash that like. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate the love. Thank you, Chelsea. And yeah, man, I hate being fed repetitive matches as well. But this is what the company does because I truly believe they're just trying to get everything done and it's all filler. Nothing seems special on the shows. Nothing. You go back. Can I go back real quick, guys? First hour, Charlotte versus Peyton Royce. Okay, what the fuck does this do? It doesn't get you excited for the match. It doesn't do anything going forward. Mace versus Xavier Woods does nothing for the night. Does nothing going forward. What the fuck do we go to? Shayna Baszler versus Mandy Rose does nothing. Then, in going forward, Ricochet and Styles, at least if you give them 10 or 15 minutes, which I don't believe they did, could be a good match. But what is it doing? What is it doing for the... Nothing has purpose. Jeff Hardy versus Jackson Riker again. Why? Schmaz match. Hurt Business versus Matt Riddle and House Party. Why? What are we excited about in this fucking company? If not for Asuka, Alexa, last night, or Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton from past weeks. If not for them, I don't know what we would be talking about in this show, guys. I really don't. That's serious. That's not being overly dramatic. That's not exaggerating. That's scary to think. If we didn't have Alexa in The Fiend or Randy. So anyway, Chelsea, I agree. Murder Hornet. Oh, hold on. See, the chat moves fast. I lost Murder Hornet. Hold on. Where'd you go? There he is. 10 spot. Thank you, dude. I need Asuka's booking to make sense. This is McMahon we're talking here. Do we actually believe Kana is coming? Please make me believe, BC. I love Alexa Fiend, but damn, did they need Asuka? Yeah, I don't know, Murder Hornet. I'm just raising the question, right? Like it says in the description. Could this lead to Kana character return? It's possible. You saw the way Asuka was scared shitless of Alexa, and it doesn't look like this is the end of Alexa and Asuka. And we all know, or actually a lot of us don't know, but there was an old school Asuka. Her name was Kana, and she was darker. She was badass. Much more than this Asuka. So it's possible, but exactly, Murder Hornet. This is WWE. This is Vince. If we do get that character, would he even allow her to use that name? Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's going to happen, but the door is open. They left that door open last night, whether they did it purposely and consciously or subconsciously and not on purpose at all. The door is open for such. Thank you, Murder Hornet. It means a lot for the couple of coffees. I think there was another one here. Hold on, guys. I think there was another super that I missed. Enraged with another 2 spot. I knew I saw something up. But thank you, Enraged. Raw is the D show, nowhere near the premiere show. I think we're being generous sometimes calling it the D show. I mean, you watch ROH back in the day, even some Impact. If you were to mute Josh Matthews, even Impact has some good shows. In fact, Josh Matthews is no longer on commentary. Hallelujah, hallelujah, oh. The skies are opening up. But he got a promotion, so now he's part of like production, some shit, I don't know. So we haven't got rid of him. In fact, now he's even higher up there, but at least we don't have to listen to him anymore. Maybe I can actually watch Impact from now on, or at least from time to time. Thank you, Enraged. Papo Jr. Good to see Papo up in here with a 5 spot. So little Jimmy made his Raw return last night with Alexa Bliss at the playground, and Randy Orton must love strawberry jam. BC, great seeing you, bro. Great to have you up in here, Papo. Thanks, dude, for the coffee. And yeah, I didn't even think about that. Little Jimmy. That'll be... Actually, they could do something funny. I don't want too much comedy here, because we know how this company will take a little bit of comedy and overexpose it. But you could do something fun with R-Truth with that. I didn't even think of that. Thank you, Papo. Oh, man. Hold on. Did I get every... Wait a second. Papo. I got Enraged. Yeah, if I miss any supers, guys, I'll get you in the next... I'll get you in the next vid. Chelsea 279, Chelsea Elaine. I see you. I missed those Edge of Your Seat shows back in the day. Yeah, we just talked about it last week. Do you guys remember the... It was Mick Foley versus The Rock, I want to say. Mick Foley wins the championship. It was on Monday Night Raw. The corporation was at ringside. I remember Vince McMahon vividly was at ringside. It was the end of the match. The referee was down. Shane McMahon was the referee too, wasn't he? But the glass shatters, man. The entire arena erupts. If you were at home, you catapulted out of your seat. The place went ballistic. Your house went ballistic. Everybody was going nuts. Stone Cold comes down. He takes his hat off. He throws it into the crowd. He takes a chair. He smashes The Rock. He puts he puts Mick Foley on top of The Rock, drags the referee, exits. McMahon is flipping him off, saying, "You ruined everything." He's flipping off. Stone Cold is flipping off McMahon. 1, 2, 3. Foley wins the championship. We're still ecstatic from Stone Cold's entrance. We're over here now. Mick Foley's the fucking champion. You would get a second eruption within a minute. I get goosebumps talking about that. That was one of the biggest, best, epic WWE Raw moments I'll ever probably see. I don't know if you guys even remember that, but anybody remember what year that was? If anybody does remember that, say 90, 97, 98, maybe 98, because that was Mankind. 98. 279, Chelsea Elaine. Damn, I see the Little Jimmy reference last night. Yeah, right? Little Jimmy's on the pony. Swinging on the swing set. Thank you, Chelsea. Oh, I'm getting 99. So I was wrong. 98 is not it. I'm seeing a lot of... Mr. Black Guy says 98, but a lot of people say 99. All right. You guys are sure 99? Because when I get time, I actually want to go back and watch that. And I never have time to watch anything these days, but I actually want to relive that, man. All right, so a lot of people are saying 99, yeah. Oh, Brandon actually has a date. Is that true? January 4th, 1999? Lord French Fries, don't worry about it, man, as long as you're here. We are near the end of this review, but it'll be up on the channel later, Lord French Fries. All right, so there you go. If you guys want to go back and check it out, January 4th is possibly the date. All right. Lindsay Whitney is going to back that up. January 4th, 1999. Thank you. That helps me track it down much more easier. Tyler Tuner. Yeah, it was January 4th, 99. Okay. Awesome, guys. Thank you. That helps me out, too. But for you younger fans who have never seen that, please go back to that. You guys are telling me it's January 4th, 1999, Monday Night Raw. Check out the end when Mick Foley defeats The Rock. Listen to the pop of Stone Cold. Listen to the pop when Mick Foley wins the championship. And feel those goosebumps. And then you wonder why BC talks about the shows these days like I do. It's not just about missing those days. It's about knowing that the company can do better. I understand it's not the Attitude Era, but you could do so much better. That's what pisses me off about the company. Now we get to the main event. This is Asuka versus Alexa Bliss. This intrigues me. There's no winning here, right? From the jump, when you hear this on paper, there's no winning. A lot of us are loving Alexa Bliss right now. She's playing the best character of her lifetime, and she's doing it flawlessly. You know, when I talk Roman Reigns, when I talk Bray Wyatt, when I talk Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, they're all doing so great right now, and that's good to see on a shitty product because at least they're carrying these shows on their backs. So Alexa wins nothing or gains nothing. Losing this match, you just can't. Asuka, on the flip side, is your champion. And I'm sick of Asuka being booked in a bullshit way. Time and time again for years now. So there's no winning here. So how are you going to do this? They went ahead. And first, let me just go back to the beginning here. This character for Alexa has helped her tap into a whole nother level of confidence. I see it in her wrestling, in her facial expressions, her mannerisms. Guys, go back and watch the first 2 minutes of Alexa and Asuka last night. Look at Alexa Bliss in her facial expressions, her mannerisms, and you tell me you've ever seen that type of confidence in Alexa Bliss for the past several years. Tell me you have seen it, and you know you'd be lying to yourself. She had the smile like she has Asuka in full effect, like she has her under control. But Asuka's so badass and so good that Asuka gets the upper hand, and that smile quickly vanishes from Alexa. Now it's like concern, but she gathers herself. She gains the upper hand, that smile comes back. Then Asuka gets the upper hand. Alexa's like, oh shit again. And then Alexa starts rolling around with Asuka, legit, full throttle, confidence. Sometimes all you need is a switch in character and your confidence goes through the roof. Roman Reigns, you look at him on the mic the past 5 years, he was horrible. Roman Reigns was just bad on the mic. I always bring up the John Cena thing where John Cena had to blow him up in the middle of the ring. He exposed him because Roman forgot his words even. Now you look at Roman. Roman captivates us when he's just talking shit. He doesn't even need a mic. Roman Reigns in the middle of his matches is captivating us with his words. Just talking trash. Because this is the Roman he should have been for years. Sometimes it just takes a character tweak. This is a huge tweak, obviously. And this is Alexa Bliss, not just playing this character, but her wrestling. Just had to say that, man. Mad props to Alexa. Alexa is truly playing with fire, man, and it's good to see. Now, the lights go out. We go to break. When we come back, Alexa is completely transformed to a darker side. A fiend version, if you will. Black lipsticks, black getup. And her face, it's straight face now. There's no more smiling. There's no more playground Alexa. This is legit now. She means business. It's almost like a fiend version. Just without a mask. Just darker lipstick. It's a transformation. And the match continues. Now, the pace is methodical at this point. Asuka doesn't quite know what to think. This side of Alexa is so fucking badass. We know how it's like strong style. We always talk about Shinsuke, the king of strong style. Well, Asuka holds a big part of that for the women, right? I mean, when she kicks you, you're going to feel it. When she throws that punch, you're going to feel it. She goes to throw jabs. Alexa's blocking it. So playground Alexa, not so much. This new Alexa, man, she's blocking that shit. This is a new version, a transformation. Really cool to see. Even Asuka's kicks. Alexa is ducking and dodging, bobbing and weaving. I like that booking, man. It shows care to a new character. It shows that you're not just the same character it's not the same person just with lipstick on. You have completely transformed the way you act now, the way you wrestle. So Asuka gives everything, but Alexa ends Asuka with a Sister Abigail, middle of the ring. Post-match, she turns back to playground Alexa. And it's clear. It's clear now. There's no more doubting. I mean, we saw it with the playground segment. We saw it with the transformation. But now she turns back into playground Alexa. And she goes, "Let me in Bray's voice as we end the show. So now it's clear that the Fiend is pretty much living within Alexa. She has let him in, if you will. And now the Fiend is working his inner workings within Alexa. I just fucking love that, man. I just love that. At least the company is putting some care into shit. It's thinking outside the box. It may not be everybody's cup of coffee. I totally understand if some of you guys are just not on board with it. I get it. But we can at least appreciate they're doing something fucking different. On 3 hours, if that's the thing you're complaining about the most, you really need to go back and rethink the way you're watching fucking pro wrestling. Because 3 hours of bullshit, and this is the one thing that you hate the most? I would have to call that out, man. I'm not seeing that. Now, what I don't like is Asuka losing. A champion losing. Flat on their back. Especially Asuka because of the way she has been misused and misbooked. I told you guys how for a couple of months she was playing the older sister to Lana. Just to have Lana relevant, Asuka had nothing. As the champion, she didn't even have a storyline. And then when Vince he had enough of Lana, and he knew that Charlotte was coming back, he kicked Lana to the side, brought in Charlotte, and then Asuka just becomes the younger sister to Charlotte. And now Charlotte has the storyline with Lacey Evans, and Asuka still doesn't even get a storyline. And she's been champion for months. But she gets no booking. She has to have a tag title just to make Lana relevant. She has to tag up with Charlotte just to make sure Charlotte gets a good rub when she gets back. Asuka gets nothing. So I don't like the fact that Asuka is losing matches. Flat on her back. 1, 2, 3. Maybe there's a better way to go about this. But Alexa Bliss, man, doing this job over Asuka, man, I can't hit back on that. It's phenomenal what they're doing with it. What happened to you? Remember Alexa 2 years ago, a year ago? It was almost like Alexa's getting another title shot. Alexa and Sasha, why not Asuka and why not Sasha and Bayley now? Why not bring in Bianca and do Bianca and no? It's Alexa, it's Alexa, it's Alexa. Now it's Alexa, and we're like, yeah, obviously, she's fucking on fire. Literally and figuratively. Ooh. I spoke enough about that. Go to my fucking chat and see what you guys thought. First of all, how do you not, if you guys do remember Kana from Japan, if you guys do remember the character that Asuka was playing beforehand, and Kana, you remember that it was a darker side. You remember the face paint. It wasn't just a mask, it was face paint. You remember the hair in her eyes. You remember sometimes she was chewing bubblegum, sometimes it was straight face, but it was a straight to the point, I'm gonna kick your ass, Asuka, Kana. Now, if they can tap into that character, fuck! This could be a good multi-month feud, if done correctly. Just like they're doing with Randy and Bray, you could do that with Kana. In this side, this darker side of Alexa. Guys, 250. I just saw that go to 250 on the likes. Thank you. That actually helps the vid later on, man. So you guys fucking rock, man. Thank you for showing support back to the channel, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. That's awesome. Going toward 275 now on the live stream. That means a lot. But going back to what I was saying, just the thought. This is not official, obviously. Vince McMahon may not like the fact that he did not create Kana. And it's Asuka, who he also didn't create. Actually, that's more Triple H. But it's Asuka that Vince destroyed. And there's no way he's going to let her get any true momentum in the company, not even with a championship. It's possible that McMahon thinks that way. But maybe if they don't even change the name, but give her a darker character, a little bit of what Kana was, that could be awesome. Do any of you guys even remember Kana, or am I just speaking like, am I just speaking foreign to you guys? Let me see if anybody even remembers Kana, because I may just be speaking in circles. You may have to do some research back in the day. I don't even know how much research there is online, but Anise remembers Kana. Yeah, Kana was amazing. The Notorious Heel remembers, yeah. Truly remember her old self. Blueprint Nation remembers, yeah. Kana, Alexandra, yep. I have heard of her. Iron Riaz, yeah. Go check it out, man. You'll see it's much different than Asuka. Sorry, I don't know. Unique Butterfly, that's all right, man. It was a while back. Most people don't remember Kana, but if you are able to like check out pics. I tried to put one up in the thumbnail. I don't know if it actually came out or not, but go watch a video. You'll see the difference. SOS TDM 617. What's up, dude? Yeah, SOS remembers, man. So yeah, a lot of you guys do. Kana was badass. Lindsay. And Rage remembers. Kana defeated male wrestlers on Tibia Major. I mean, come on. I mean, she was badass, right? So it looks like a lot of you guys do remember Kana. So that's awesome. I'm glad I'm not just speaking a bunch of gibberish and you guys are like, who the fuck was Asuka? She had a different character? It was still basically Asuka, but it was basically what you're seeing with Alexa now. It was a darker side. It was a much more vicious. It was a much more, I'm going to whoop your ass. There was none of this, or at least much less. There was times she would just come right to the fucking ring. And her opponent knew, we fucked. Yeah, Kana is her real name. Exactly, yep. But Kana, the character that she played, man, is, yeah, in fact, Anise, I believe her tube channel is actually Kana something, correct? Pronounced Kana, yeah. Well, it's still Kana, yeah. But doesn't she pronounce the channel differently? I don't think it's Kana. Yeah, Kana, yes, TV. Thank you, Tomeo the Gamer, thank you. I'm trying to get all this info and remember it all at once for the live stream, man. Thank you. Man, my chat rocks, dude. You guys rock. Tori Lachey knows, man. Kana versus Alexa and Sasha versus Bianca at WrestleMania. Take my money. Tori, I am with you. Yeah, that's her too. Thank you, guys. Yep. So, yeah, her YouTube channel is off of her real name. But if you guys are able to research her character, Kana, dude, you'll see what I mean. And if you take that Asuka with this new Alexa, I think we have a lot of cool story to tell. Kana-chan TV on YouTube, says Chelsea Elaine with a 279. Exactly, Chelsea. Thank you for highlighting that for anybody that wants to go check that out. She's beautiful too, man. Isn't Asuka older too? Isn't she like near 42? And she's beautiful. You would think she's like 21. Does anybody have Asuka's age? You would think she's 21, bro. I think she's close to 40. Nah, Eddie, is she 42, bro? Yeah, Kana is her real. Yeah, NJP. No, I'm just saying Kana is the real first name. NJP. Wait, this is going fast. First name is Kana. Yeah, the YouTube channel's obviously. I don't know. Now 39 I'm getting from a lot of you guys. So yeah, close to 40. And you look how beautiful fucking Asuka is, man. Wow. What a beautiful girl, man. I think she's fucking 21. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I'll shut up about it because I don't want to get everyone excited once you, like, think about it. And then all of a sudden Vince is just like, nope, we're just going to have Asuka. You know, and then it's like, this could be so much better. But I'm just raising the question. If anybody in the company ever comes across this type of video, I'm just raising, or if you guys, I know a lot of you guys may be on social. I mean, I have accounts, but I don't go on social. But if you guys want to tell the old man, tell Triple H, hey, just a suggestion, bring back Kana. Maybe that would, yeah, maybe that would get the fucking wheels spinning in that company. Because that would be a lot better than just this version of Asuka. And let's be honest, Asuka could use a tweak. Because she's been booked fucking horribly anyway. So, we'll see, man. We'll see if they do anything with Kana. And then you guys can... Then we can all come back and be like, it's happening! Yes! Be pretty fucking cool. Yeah. Who's that? Atreyu Jackson? Vince will fuck that character up too. But that's what I mean, Atreyu, is that there's certain characters and storylines that even with the bad booking, they can still be the best part of the show. Like, he's fucked up Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt a bunch of times. The Fiend. But they're still so badass in their character and in their roles that it supersedes the bad booking. It's still the best part of the show. The booking with Alexa and Asuka was not flawless last night at all, but it still superseded everything on the show. So even with Vince McMahon tainting the shit, the character is so badass that they can go above and beyond. I don't know, man. Enraged with a 2-spot. Thank you, Enraged. Kana versus Tajiri was a brutal match. I got to go back and check that. I only saw highlights, or I think it was the Tajiri one. But Enraged, I got to go back and check that, man. So I can't speak too much on it now. I think I saw highlights when it happened, and I was like, whoa, and I never got back to it. Thank you, Enraged. I got to check that out. Pedro W, 5-spot. What up, Pedro? Kana versus Minoru Suzuki was a statement match. It basically should have proved no woman could ever go toe-to-toe with her. That was one of the ones that put her on the map. Just at that point, there was no wrestling company that could shy away from her at that point. There was no more, oh, maybe she would be good here. No, you knew if she went to NXT, there ain't nobody fucking her up. It was a undefeated streak or nothing. Totally agree, Pedro. War Dog with a 2-spot. Oh, well, no. Where's that War Dog? Yeah, War Dog, 2-spot. Kana versus Hanako was a fire match. Another one, I don't think they have that on full online, though. I could be wrong. That's another one that if you check that one out, you might only get the glimpses of it, just the highlights. But I strongly urge you to do such. Good call, War Dog. Kana on TV on YouTube, Chelsea. Yeah, I got Chelsea's. Carlos for the 5-spot. Great show, BC. Thank you so much for having it live. Let's do it again soon. Much love and respect to you and the unit. Carlos, salute, man. Let me take a salute for Carlos. I appreciate it, Carlos. Truly, man. You're the best. You know that. Anissa War with a 499. Kana was like the female Shibata. Basically, yeah. Oh, differences with Shibata. But yeah, man, that was... you could put that category around Kana for sure. But yeah, if you know a lot of his work is a little, it's a couple of different styles. I don't want to get into too much. Most of this audience is not going to know too much about, but his style's a little bit different, so I don't want to lump them. It's different than like you would do a Shinsuke and an Asuka, for instance. But yeah, I would definitely have them in the realm. Anise, man, you guys are bringing up fucking. I have to remember all of this shit, and now you're gonna make me go back and go back and watch all these people. Jesse Borsler, Kana is in the thumbnail. Could be a good character change. Yeah, thank you, Jesse. I never know if they're gonna put it up or not, because sometimes they might not like the graphic or not, but apparently it passed the test. So the tube does not mind it. Thank you, Jesse, for telling me that. Chelsea Elaine, if Kana appears, take my money. You and me both, Chelsea. Without question. William F. 499, you can't trust WWE to do anything right with Kana. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. But I can expect Asuka to do wonders with that character, and that will at least give her and the storyline a chance. But you're exactly right, William F. I never give this company too much of the benefit of the doubt, man. Never. Who you got? NJPW. Shibata, not Shibata. Hey, let me call it what I want. I'm a fucking old school Italian NJPW. Much love. You know I love you. Shibata, orange, tomato. What was that? Mustafa? And then, yeah. Who was that? Who was that? Tom Phillips. Mustafa is what he calls it. Yeah. Shibata. You want me to go through everybody in Japan and pronounce them all right? I got to dedicate a lot more time to go back and watch it. Be happy I'm reminded of all of this. And I actually remember these individuals. I got to have a wealth of knowledge going on all at once. Hopefully I can't get everybody. Pedro W with a 10 spot. At this point, you have to educate the audience after a long break from TV. When you come back to TV, you have to show your new principles with consistency. Always, Pedro, no question. Jesse Borsler, 5 spot. Seems like Alexa is carrying the program with her, The Fiend, and Randy. Really wasn't a fan of Alexa. Really wasn't a fan of Alexa, but now you got to give her some props. Major props, Jesse. And yeah, with the Fiend out and with Randy out last night, Alexa put that shit on her back, and I will see what Asuka can do going forward. We shall see. Boat and Shaboot as in robot. Shabbat as in boat. Shabot as in boat. Shabbat as in robot. Fuck! Shabata, Shabuta, Shabata, Shabota. There, I got one of them right. Oh, man. I love it. You guys are the best, man. I remember we did this once with Mustafa. And it was like, what is it? Mustafa? He just says like Mustafa. We were here for like 10 minutes. Do you guys remember that? I do. Because I was the one fucking it up. Chelsea Elaine, 699. I got Chelsea, right? If BKM did that, I think Asuka would say, it's time to go. And I see Kana versus Tajiri. Yeah, man. Good shit right there, Chelsea. I think I got everybody, right? No, I think there was actually more. Tariq Dog, check you, man. I'm sorry I kept you guys here so long. I was hoping this was going to be under an hour, but that didn't happen. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I want to make sure I got... Come on. My big screen isn't giving me all the soups, but I'm going to try to get all my VIPs, man. Oh, Anise with a $4.99. That was a while back, I think. What's up, BC? Does Randy Orton remind you of the disfigured Cody Rhodes or the ugly Cody? He stepped up his game. Also, glad I made it today. Me too, Anise. I'm glad you're up in here. Yeah, man. Yeah, I had a lot of thoughts back to with Randy's mask, man. But yeah, the Cody disfigurement for sure. Now you got me thinking about that. But this could be cool when you have the Fiend come back with his new mask and Randy with this fucking wrapped up face. It could be pretty cool. Pedro with a 5 spot. To get those kind of pops, again, you need to restore a broader interest in wrestling outside of the hardcore fans. You're talking about Stone Cold and that pop when he had Mick Foley. He helped Mick Foley defeat The Rock. Yeah, Absolutely, Pedro. Mark Spiro with a 5 spot. I'll never forget when Triple H returned from his quad injury January 7, 2002 on Raw in Madison Square Garden. Entire crowd rose and cheered in unison for minutes. We didn't let up, man. It was one of the loudest things I've ever heard in my lifetime. If you guys ever have the chance as well, go back to Triple H and his return to WWE. Do you have the date there, Mark? January 7th, 2002 is what Mark Spiro says. Thank you for the contribution, Mark. And yeah, I got to go back and relive that too because that was fucking awesome. A Strick Tango with a 2 spot. Thank you, Strick. BC, I wasn't a fan of face Roman, but now he's badass. Me neither. We love Joanna Y, but Roman Reigns and the booking, forget about it. We just didn't want to see the dude. Now, Roman Reigns is helping to carry SmackDown and the company on his back. Strick Tango, thank you. Chelsea Elaine, $6.99. I was intrigued at it, and Alexa loved it. She's scared. Loved it. Oh, I was intrigued at it, and Alexa loved it. She's scared Asuka, and I was waiting for Kana to come into effect. Dark Alexa, I loved it. Personality changed there. 100%. The whole personality, everything about Alexa changed with that transformation, Chelsea. That's why I truly love it. 20 spot by Pedro. Don't know how I missed that. Thank you, Pedro. The difference between then, I'm guessing you're talking that Attitude Era, and now is things used to be kept special. Finishers existed and were finishers. There were character progression up to the card these days. Character progression up the card. These days, wherever you're slotted pretty much is where you'll always be. Can't argue that, man. You know? Absolutely, Pedro. It's one of many things that is wrong with the company. SOS, 2 spot. BC, sing. She enters mouse, girls. Yeah, we haven't done that in a minute, man. They had Shayna Baszler taking on matches as of late. Thank you, SOS. You always got to get that out of our system once in a while. Jesse Borsler, I think I already got that. Seems like Alexa is carrying this program with her, The Fiend. And Randy really wasn't a fan of Alexa, but now you got to give her props. Yeah, I already got that, Jesse. Much props for her, for sure. I think I got everybody. I think I'm up to date, guys. If I missed anyone, I'll get you next time. William F., I got yours. Just can't trust WWE. Yeah, Chelsea, if Kana appears, take my money. Jesse, Kana is in the thumbnail. Anise, yeah. Carlos, great show. Thank you, Carlos. Chelsea. War Dog, Kana and Hanago. Pedro with Kana versus Suzuki. I got Pedro. Enraged, Kana and Tajiri. You guys are bringing up all the fucking matches. Chelsea with another $2.79, actually. Kana would destroy Charlotte if booked properly. Yeah, man. No question. But in Vince's mind, Asuka is not worthy to beat Charlotte, and that sucks, man. That absolutely sucks, but I agree, Chelsea. JR9 Gaming, 5 spot. BC, you missed my super about Bliss, Asuka to Khan earlier. But anyway, thanks for the live stream. It was another great one. Check you later. Thank you, JR9 Gaming. Did I miss it? I thought I got... Hold on. I'll stay here. I think I got it, JR9 Gaming. Hold on. I'll stay here for another fucking 20 minutes. No, I got you, JR9 Gaming. If Alexa can change people that she faces just like Bray. Oh, no. I didn't get this, I don't think. If Alexa can change people that she faces just like Bray does, then Kana will be coming to WWE in the near future to battle Bliss at hopefully Mania. Absolutely, JR9. Well, you would think, not with the old man in Stanford, but logically and common sense-wise, you would think so. So I missed that, dude. That was right between Chelsea and Papo Jr. Yeah. All right, there you go, JR9 Gaming. Glad I caught that. And yeah, man, it was another great one. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it. And hopefully we'll do it again in the near future. JR9 Gaming. Salute to JR9, by the way. Always showing love and respect to the channel. Murder Hornet, 5 spot. This vid has at least taken the sting out of Asuka's shit booking. Much love, peace. Much love, Murder Hornet. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for the contribution. I'm glad I can lessen the blow a little because I'm just as pissed as probably you, Murder Hornet, when it comes to Asuka's booking, and I hate seeing her lose. I hate seeing champions lose. But when you look at what Alexa is doing right now, man, it does, what's the word you put? It takes the sting out of it, pretty much. That's the best way to put it. Thanks, dude. Pedro, 5 spot, nothing against the women, but do you think that having the women in matches like Hell in a Cell may hurt the credibility of the match? No, if it's the right people, Pedro. If it's certain individuals, yes. But for instance, Sasha Banks and Charlotte a few years ago, I believe it was 2016 Hell in a Cell, Charlotte and Sasha was main eventing that bitch, and they tore the roof off it, I felt they destroyed that match in a good way. They kicked ass. Charlotte and Sasha Banks. Sasha was supposed to win that up front, by the way. And last minute audible, Vince was like, nah, this has to go to Charlotte. And Charlotte ends up winning it. That sucked. But no, if it's the right people, like if you had Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair, right? Or if you had Asuka versus Shayna Baszler, if both were being booked properly inside of Hell in a Cell, Asuka versus Baszler? Yeah, man, that's pretty badass. So I understand, Pedro, what you're saying. If it's certain individuals, like you guys know, I like, for instance, I'll give you 2 individuals that I actually like. Peyton Royce and Mandy Rose. I like them. I know how they should be booked, though. Not in 10-minute matches, not winning championships. But there's a place in the company for them, absolutely. But you wouldn't see Peyton Royce versus Mandy Rose in Hell in a Cell in a 25-minute match. In a cell. You just wouldn't. So it depends on who it is, Pedro. Pedro W, another 20 spot. Pedro gets a fucking salute. Based on what it takes for the male superstars to win a match like that, realistically, should take less for the women. But when the women go through tables, etc., and kick out, but the men's match, it ends in a less devastating way. Pedro is saying it just doesn't come across as realistic. Totally, and that's where I agree with you, Pedro, no question. That's why I'm saying up front, it has to be, the believability and the reality of it has to come from the characters involved first, the wrestlers that are in the match. Then it's the story that they tell. For instance, what Charlotte and Sasha did in that Hell in a Cell in 2016 totally made sense. And you totally believe that neither one wanted to lose. Either one were leaving it all inside of that cell. Pedro, thank you, dude, for that 20. Means a lot. And you are absolutely correct. But it all depends on certain criteria. For sure. I think I got a few more supers, guys. Sorry to keep you here this long, I guess. I don't know. We're just shooting the shit, man. Mr. Black Ice 22 with a 2-spot. Y'all forgot Backlash 2000, Rock vs. Triple H. Whoa, that pop. I would have to go back to that one. I don't recall that one, Mr. Black Ice, but thank you. And if I get time, I usually don't have time to watch things, but if I do, I'll have to keep that one in mind. Mr. Black Ice going back to 2000 with Rock and Triple H. Yeah, that seems like it would get a pretty solid pop, though. That's coming right out of the Attitude Era. So the fans were still fucking lit. Anissa War, 499. Rosemary versus Alexa, the Battle of the Demon Queens. Never say never, man. How would it be booked with the old man in this company? I don't know. But, hey, man, you know, it piques the interest. A little bit of intrigue there, Anisse. Jesse Borsler with a 5-spot. BC, when The Rock returned in 2011, that was a monster pop as well. You can go back and watch that on YouTube. It was amazing. Was that LA? Do you guys remember when they were doing he was going to host WrestleMania, and right before we went to commercial, it was in Los Angeles, I believe the Staples Center. Right before we went to commercial, they teased that it was a female that got out of a limo. She was in heels, long legs, and everybody was like, Rock, oh. And you could hear the arena just die down, and we went to break. So when we come back, there was all this electricity, and all the lights were going out, and the fans still didn't know what female it was. And all of a sudden, if you smell, and the pop was incredible. Was that one, Jesse? Or was that a different one? When did he host WrestleMania? That'll tell us when that was. Was that 2011? Somebody fucking tell me. Come on, I got to chat. I still have almost 300 people just shooting the shit right now. Nobody can tell me when The Rock returned to that big pop. Oh, Lucas says 2011. Big Nang. Big Nang's up in here. What's up, dude? Got to be that one, 2011. WrestleMania 27. So that would be 10 years ago. Yep. All right, now all you guys are telling me Su Yung versus Kana. Fuck yeah, Lindsay Whitney. That's a match that put that on replay 100 times and you'll be good. Yeah, 2011. Yeah, so I think that's what Jesse's talking about. Yep. In fact, All right, tried to see if Jesse's. The chat moves too fast. I can't fucking see everybody. Sorry, guys. I can't see everybody. But yeah, Jesse, I think that's the one you're talking about. But I'll go back and do my own research. But it looks like it's definitely 2011. Yeah, that rock pop. That pop was monstrous. And again, the way that WWE did it was so badass, man. They had the tease because at that point, everybody already assumed it was The Rock because they were in LA. Thank you, Jesse. I think there was a couple more actually. Jesse Borsler, another 2-spot. Thank you, Jesse. Love your live streams. Trying to get VIP status. You're gaining that, man. Trust me. You don't even got to contribute like that. Just tuning in and showing the love, man. Over 300 of you guys smashing the like. Really, I appreciate that, man. That's really cool. That's showing the love right back. So that's all you really got to do, man. You never have to contribute a dime, to be honest. It just helps me. Obviously, it highlights you so I can see it much better because the chat moves fast. But Jesse, you're all VIPs in one way or the other. Thank you, dude. JR9 Gaming. Let me get a fucking swig of coffee. In fact, for you, JR9. Thanks, BC, for going back and reading my super. Of course, brother. You know this, man. No question, man. If you say that, if I realize that I missed it during the thing, man, I can actually just go pop it up on the little screen. Sometimes it won't come up until later on, but if it's there, I can read it then. If I ever miss it, guys, I'll just get you in the next video. There's times where I do miss super chats. Not the end of the world. You'll get your own shout out the next vid. JR9 Gaming, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Maximus Sage, 5-spot. Good to see Maximus up in here. I don't know why I love that, man. That's a perfect wrestling name. Rogers versus Brady in the frozen tundra. Let's finish this and make it to the Super Bowl. Go, Pack, go. You know it, Maximus, man. The nerves are kicking in. We're ready for this, man. Tom Brady kicked our ass a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago. It was like 31 or 35-10, some shit. Beat the shit out of us. So we licked our wounds for the past couple of months, and now we're good. Now they're coming to Lambeau, and it's going to be much colder than what the Rams had to put up with last week. Thank you, Maximus. We'll see what Aaron Rodgers can do, man. Number 12 has to come up strong in this motherfucker. Jesse Borsler, 2-spot. That was the one. Yeah, okay, so it was 2011. The host of WrestleMania 27. Yep. Thank you, Jesse, for confirming. And another contribution. Chelsea Elaine, another 279. Chelsea's over here gaining VIP status. There's news on WrestleMania, and it's huge. Check into it. Yeah, I know. I heard WrestleMania, Tampa Bay, 2 nights this year. And then Dallas next year. And then it's going to be in Hollywood, LA, I believe, for 2023 WrestleMania 39. Is that what we're going to be up to? So Tampa Bay this year. Dallas next year, LA 3 years from now, two years from now, whatever the fuck. So there's your next 3 WrestleManias. I'm not that big. I know a lot of you guys love the 2-night thing. I'm a traditionalist. I'm old school. So I like it all in one night. Just give me like 8 power-packed matches. I don't need 12 matches in one night. Give me 8 power-packed main event style matches in one night. That's epic. Over 2 nights, it's more reason for them to just put out filler matches. We'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. We'll see what the 2-night agenda has in store for all of us, man. But we'll see. But I like having it in one night. But yeah, when you have 12 matches in 7 fucking hours, people are fucking falling asleep. You got people that are not from the U.S., man. It could be 4 a.m. and they're like trying to hang on through half the card. Chelsea, thank you. Pedro W, 5-spot. Pedro, thank you for the another coffee. My coworker thinks Toni Storm looks like a Neanderthal. What do you have to say to them? I think she's gorgeous. Toni Storm is absolutely gorgeous and an ass to match. My goodness, she's good. Toni Storm is good in that ring. It's so hard to watch her perform because she's got such a nice booty too. Fuck. Toni Storm. I mean, I think a lot of people would put her top 5 booties in wrestling. For the females, man. So I don't know where Neanderthal. What the fuck? Toni Storm is fucking yowie wowie, as Bray Wyatt would say. Pedro, thank you. I didn't even think that was a discussion. Michael R says, yeah, Toni Storm got a fat ass. Lindsay, anyone else think Tessa is going to show up at the Rumble? It would be badass, Lindsay. But you got to remember that Tessa doesn't have the best reputation within the business, within the locker room. So that's the only thing that's truly holding her back. But if they decide to go full throttle, you could get a big thing with Tessa. And then you start thinking Tessa versus Charlotte. You know, that's one of those matches where I will say that Charlotte Flair would go to a whole nother level on. Charlotte versus Tessa Blanchard, it just pops out at me. For sure. Chelsea, 279. One night is fine for me. I'm with you, Chelsea, no doubt. Traditionalist, old school. Davey Thompson, 2-spot. Thank you, Davey. BC, good luck to your Packers. We appreciate it. The Packers appreciate that. I know they do. Could use all the support, man. Especially going against Tom Brady. Thank you, Davey. I think I got everybody, guys. Pedro with a 5-spot. Pedro W, another coffee. I think 2 nights for WrestleMania isn't right. It's supposed to be the biggest night of the year. So which one is the biggest night? I know, Pedro, I'm with you, man. Traditionalist, old school. But now we change, right? They make rules as they go along. So now it's the biggest nights of the year. And soon it'll be the biggest week. And who knows? Maybe they'll make a whole fucking, they'll make a whole week of events out of this, man. So with the Superstore, what do they call that? Access and NXT, maybe it'll be a 2-week event. Who knows, man? And it'll dilute in the way that it used to be special, because now it's 2 days. And don't put it past them if one year they do 3 nights, because they're going to try to one-up the 2 nights, right? They're going to say it's the biggest because it's the biggest 3 nights of the year. And then you're going to get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You think I'm joking. But remember when the Royal Rumble was 30. And then remember when they did like 35. Then it went to like 40. Then they did like the greatest Royal Rumble ever. Was that 50 or was that the 41? Either one. They keep upping it. Don't know, man. Don't know. A lot of you guys are split, though. A lot of you guys will do the 2 nights. And, you know, it splits up at least having each night fucking 6 hours. So I do understand that. But that was never an issue for me. Being over on the traditionalist side, I was just like, you know, you gear up for that every one night out of the year. You know you're going to stay up late, man. Pound the coffees and hope that they put together a good card. So any supers that I missed, guys? If I did, I think I got everybody, but I'll get in the next vid. Thank you, guys, man. To the near 300 right now. We're going toward 325 on the likes. Thank you for showing that appreciation. 325 live. You guys absolutely fucking rock. That was the 3 hours. That's my thoughts on Kana. That's my thoughts on all of Monday Night Raw, man. It just seems like filler. It just seems like they don't care. And we're just a broken record. We say this every fucking week. If not for Alexa Bliss, and if not for at least the thought of Kana returning or that character, I don't know what would intrigue me going forward with this other than waiting for Bray Wyatt's return. Oh, hold on. I-Fi 63 with a 3-spot. Or IP High 63. Hopefully I got that right. Cryback wouldn't survive in the locker room in the 80s. Oh my goodness. No. Or maybe, man. He's doing his best impersonation of the Warrior. And you guys know I love Ultimate Warrior. But Ultimate Warrior was hard to get along with back in the day with the superstars. And hard to get along with or do any business with Vince. So he would be that version. I mean, him and Warrior would be button heads. But yeah, just like we saw with the Warrior, with Cryback even more, he'd be getting booted. And he'd be fired a couple of times. But I just don't see now with how much shit that Cryback speaks and shits on the business. I don't see how anybody gives this guy a job. Some people are like, oh, he'll show up in AEW. If Cody actually signed Cryback, remember this, remember these words. Remember these words. Because I mean this. If Cody signs Cryback, I will not review AEW. Ever. Ever. Unless something changes my mind. But that is not what AEW was founded upon. Somebody like that. So trust my words on that because I mean it. I will not review AEW. I barely do now because them and NXT are barely getting 750,000 viewers, unfortunately, because I've said for the longest time, NXT and AEW, I don't know why I said it like that, AEW, welcome to AEW, AEW and NXT put together consistently good shows, but it's clear that the base isn't there for Wednesdays. This split has drastically hurt AEW and NXT. You got to remember, AEW went to NXT's night first. NXT was already on Wednesdays. They were just on the network. So then when AEW came over, you knew that was going to hurt NXT. So Triple H had to go on cable television. But they came to Wednesday first, so AEW's partially to blame, and then Triple H threw a jab right back, and all they're doing is splitting their fucking audience. Now it becomes who is willing to do more, who's willing to captivate. So far, I'm only seeing consistently good shows, and they're both resting on putting together themed events, right? Whether it's Bash at the Beach or Halloween Havoc or whatever the fuck they're bringing back. In Your House or Look at Me, I'm Under the Sun. I don't know what they're calling these things these days. But there seems to be a different themed event every month. That's not necessarily going to bring in viewers. You got to now become great. I'm seeing consistently good. Viewers are showing you they don't give a fuck about consistently good. You need to be consistently great because pro wrestling has been consistently shit for far too long. Hope that makes sense, guys. So, anyway. Yeah, I know AEW and Cody is smart. They won't sign Mr. Kryback. Yeah, no, you can't do that, man. You cannot possibly fucking do that. That's just not what AEW stands for. That's not going to bring in fucking ratings. I tell you, man. I think I got all my... Yeah, that was IP High 63. Kryback wouldn't survive in the locker room in the 80s. Yeah, man. I tell you, dude. I tell you, him and Warrior... Oh, him and Vince would be going to fucking blows, bro. This dude is so full of himself. I just can't believe what he did, man. WWE on Fox's fucking social media account was just asking a question for the wrestling fans. And Ryback, a former wrestler, comes out of nowhere and he's like, wrestling's fake. Championships aren't even real. Why are you guys even talking about this? Everyone basically needs to shut up. And I'm like, dude, what are you saying? It's like telling a bunch of kids Santa Claus is fake. He's not real. Why would you even do that? You're an ex-wrestler. You still make money talking about wrestling. But you take chances to shit on it every time. That's what makes you bitter. That's why we use the word bitter. It's not to sound smart. It's literally the definition of bitter, you jackass. Anyway, now I'm getting heated. I didn't want to get too fucking heated, so we're going to end this now, guys. Enraged with a 2-spot. Cryback's new motto. Cry some more. 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 Okay, now I'm getting into it, man. The coffee's hitting. Duncan always hits me differently. Enraged. I'm with you on that, champ, bro. Thank you, Enraged. Fit Spaceman, $4.99. Fit Spaceman, love that name. Thanks, dude, for the coffee. Props to your pack for beating my Rams. Oh, that's right, man. Yeah, close game though, man. It took to the fourth quarter, and that bomb that we had from Rodgers. Good luck versus the Bucks. Bliss is killing it. Otherwise, Monday Night Whelp was a dub. Or was a dud. Absolutely, man. Or a double, a repeat and a dud. Yeah, Fit Spaceman, on all accounts, first and foremost, thank you for showing my Packers some love, even though you're not a fan. That shows great maturity, my man. I had to learn at a young age that when my team got beat, you have to give props to the team that beat you. Because for a while, I was like, fuck them, man. Fuck them. I hope they lose. You know, but no, man, you have to go for that team, and you still have to go for the NFC and whatever. So thank you, Fit Spaceman. And yeah, man, if it wasn't for Bliss last night, and even Asuka, and the thought of turning into Kana, even though it may not happen, yeah, Monday Night Whelp, indeed. Thank you, Fit Spaceman. Did I get everybody? There were some new ones there. Oh, Anise, $4.99. Do you think NXT have a dangerous, strong style that is risking injury in every match? Do you think NXT have a dangerous, strong style that is risking injury? Oh, you mean just the way that they're... Oh, possibly. I mean, NXT, you got to remember that they've been going for it for years now. If you're just talking about the way that NXT goes about their business, all the rest, no question. But they've been doing this for a while now. They only know that speed. But in front of a crowd, that gets amplified. So if this is risking injury, just wait till there's a crowd again, Anise. But I can't answer that. I don't know. I'm not the one in those matches. I don't know the true atmosphere when they're doing that. I just can't answer that, man. But yeah, it's a unique style that absolutely is why you see so many getting injured. far more at an alarming rate than AEW. I hope I got that question understood correctly. Anise, thank you. Who's? Oh, wait. I went way back in here. Who's that? Oh, man. I wish I saw that. Yeah, that was a NJPW girl. New Jack will beat the living shit out of Ryback. Could you imagine New Jack? Could you imagine Cryback talking shit to New Jack? New Jack would be motherfucker. Get over here, bitch. Makes me think of that. I think I got everybody, man. Yeah, I think I got everybody, man. There were so many guys. It's hard to get everybody. If I missed anyone, I'll get you in the next vid. I promise. Thank you for all my VIPs, man. Hey, salute to all you guys, man. I'm going to check out now. It's, what is it? Oh, man, we're going near 2 hours? I truly wanted to get you guys in and out of here quick, man. All apologies. Fuck. Yeah, Lindsay, he would fuck him up. New Jack. Hey, man, NJPW girl, thanks for hanging, man. Check you later. Anise, I had so much fun. Me too, man. I always love talking wrestling with you guys. Thank you for over 325 taking the time out of your day to smash that like button. It truly means a lot to me because it helps the vid later on. So thank you, Anise. Yeah, Iron Riaz, I agree, dude. New Jack is nobody to fuck with, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Warrior Nation, check you later, man. Nicholas, Brandon, Carlos, Diego Cantu, Slash, Jennifer Pierce. I remember, see? You got the slash going on there. The duo identity. I like it. Mr. Black Ice 22. Papo. Chelsea. I can't get everybody. It's flying, guys. Blueprint Nation. SOS is somewhere up in here, right? Yeah, there he is, man. Mean Dean Extreme. Santivia Major. Amp Unit is the best. You the best, Santivia. Cornelius Hill. Check you. Big Nang, Jacqueline Robinson, Michael, Chelsea. I already got Chelsea right. Chelsea's an MVP today. She gets multiple shout outs. Gabe Johnson, Temby Davis, Lucas Allen. Go, Pack, go. Let's do this, Lucas. Ray Foreman, check you later. Billy Noyes, Amp Unit, Antoine Freeman. Carlos Ray. Salute to Carlos, always. VIP, tried and true. Damonte. JR9. Oh, I got JR9, multiple shout outs, man. CD Stanley, Simply Unknown. I didn't see you in the chat earlier, but thank you for stopping by, Simply Unknown. Much love and respect. Julie Reyes, check you later. Julie, thanks for stopping by. Lindsay Whitney, much love and respect. Oh, man, I think I got everybody. William F., Robert Kennedy. We could keep going for 12 hours of wrestling fun with the unit. Robert Kennedy, I know. 12 hours of just saying thank you to all you guys, man. It's moving so fast. There's so many of you guys. Stone Civilian, Lee Werner, Enraged, Reggie Wolfpack, Nicholas Staten, Kenjuan McNeil. I wish I could send you money, but I'm young and have no money. Kenjuan, you don't gotta send me shit, bro. That's just to get things highlighted and some people get the Ant-Man a coffee. You don't gotta do shit, man. You always get much love and respect. You don't ever have to drop a dime on this fucking channel. I don't need it. Brandon White, yes. I had fucking fun. This makes up for Monday Night Rest today. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, Brandon. I already got to Anise, yes. Oh man, I'm sorry if I missed people, dude. I can't get everybody. It's moving fast. I love for life. What up, Linda? Kepler, Santivia. Guys, I gotta go. Much love. We'll do this in the future for sure, man. And thank you guys for enjoying the videos last week. I had a lot of fun making them. It was a new thing that we tried. We got uber creative. We got amplified in almost all those videos. I know they were shorter, but you guys showed up, showed out, and showed the love. And for that, I wanted to do this bonus impromptu live stream for you guys. Thank you for all the VIPs that bought the Ant-Man a coffee. Not needed, but definitely appreciated. For now, I'm going to, man, I have a lot to do, and then we do have to hit the road again. But I'm going to try to find time to go back and watch that Stone Cold awesome pop from January, what was it, 1999, when he helped Mick Foley defeat The Rock. And I'm also going to go back and watch some old school Kana matches. And so I can pronunciate everyone's name correctly, NJPW, girl. I'm going to pronounce everybody correctly, or at least try. Love you guys. Check you. Mr. Black Ice 22, all you guys. Check you. Jacqueline Robinson, you know it. Tab that shit, man. Go, Pack, go. Hold on. Wait. Yeah. All right. That's it. That's how.